Welcome to our economics class. We are taking part 3 of population. We've discussed what population is, what population census is. We have seen the problem associated with population census. Today we are going to look at 2 objectives. One, to identify the determinants of a population. And we are going to differentiate between overpopulation, underpopulation, optimum population. I will explain what they are and then we'll bring out the differences. What are the things that determines the population of a country, of a geographical region, of a community? There are 3 determinants to population: the birth rate, the death rate, and the migration rate. The birth rate, the death rate, and the migration rate. The birth rate has to do with the number of children that is given birth over time. If the number of children they are giving birth to is higher than the people who are dying off, the population of the country is going to skyrocket because more numbers are coming in and the decreasing number is less. So birth rate increases the number of population if those who are dying are lower than those who are being born. So birth makes a population increase. A number of reasons happens. 1, quest for large family. 2, government aids to people who have more children. 3, standard of living is conducive for people. 4, the equipment, technological equipment to help pregnant women are fine and better. So the death rate for children is less. That way, people give birth to more children. Then the second one is death rate. Another thing that affects a population is death. If the number of people dying are more than the people giving birth to in the country, there is going to be a problem because the population is going to decrease. And reasons why people die more is lack of facility to take care of these individuals. The old people are not well taken care of. The ones being born are not well taken care of. So at birth they die. So the death rate, whether at adulthood, whether at as children, they die more. At birth they die more. The death rate is at the increase. The population will be affected because the population will be decreasing. That's another determinant to population. Then migration. People who leave their country to other country. People who leave their region to other region. People who leave their town, rural area to urban area. So if the number of people living where they are because of hard economic hardship to other areas are more than people who comes into the country, there's going to be decline in the population. So these are the determinants of population. And the reason why people migrate is poor economic, that's to say, the livelihood, the standard of living in their country is so poor that they cannot cater for themselves, so they want to go to places where there are greener pasture. War, natural disaster, and a host of other things make people to migrate to other places. So we've seen 3 reasons that determines population: the birth rate, the death rate, and the migration rate. Now let's look at the difference between overpopulation, underpopulation, optimum. Going to go to the next objective: overpopulation, underpopulation, optimum population. Let's take overpopulation. Overpopulation is a process whereby the resources available is not able to cater for the number of people that lives in a country, a geographical region, a particular landscape. When the resources available cannot cater for the number of people that exist in the country. And so the number is high because there is low death rate and there is more birth rate. Because there is more migration than there are those who are going out. Then the population become more that what is available cannot take care of the populace, that is the population, the number of people staying there, then the country is said to be overpopulated. Nigeria as a country is overpopulated because the resources we have is not able to cater for the number of people. No job, no good equipment to handle all other sectors. So overpopulation, number of people more than the resources available to take care of them. Then we'll go to the next one, underpopulation. A process whereby people in the geographical region, the resources there, it's more than enough to take care of those who exist in the region. That's to say, the death rate, the death rate and the birth rate. The death rate is more than people who are being born. The migration rate is lower because people are not coming in. The birth rate is higher than the death rate. People who are born into the country is lower than the people who are dying. And so the population is going down. The resources available is just too much to take care of those who are available. And so the resources is more than enough to take care of those who are in the geographical region or those who are in the country. That is when a country is said to be underpopulated. The resources available is more than enough to take care of those who are on ground because of high death rate, because of low migration rate, because of the birth rate is lower than the death rate because at birth these children die more, and those who are born are not commensurate to those who have died off. The optimum population, let me use this to explain what optimum population is. This I will use. Here is the optimum. Resources here takes care of everybody. You see it? So, if everybody now is economically taken care of well, is socially taken care of well, resources available can go around everybody, then we say it's optimum population. So how can we differentiate it? We've seen what optimum is. Resources gets to everybody. It is at equilibrium. It is at equal range. So overpopulation is when people in the country is more than what the resources is. Underpopulation is when the resources can take effective care of them and is still remaining. Then optimum is when everything is at equilibrium, everybody enjoys their life, everything is moving fine and good. That is optimum. So we've been able to differentiate overpopulation, underpopulation, optimum population, and we've seen the three determinants of population. That is the part 3 of population. We still have many more classes on our population class. So please watch the other videos, part 1 and 2, and this part 3, and follow as we take part 4 of population. It was nice having you in this class. Please continue to drop by. Subscribe if you've not subscribed. Share the videos. Give us comment below the comment box. This is not a monologue kind of class. It's a dialogue. It's an interaction between you and I. So let's interact below the comment.